my point about Trump, I'm gonna just say this: Trump has taught me that I don't care the rhetoric that no politician says anymore. Like to me, I liken it to a person that dated skinny women their entire life, and then skinny women been treating you bad, and somebody say you need to switch it up. So you try dating the fat girl, and then the fat girl do you the same bad kind of way. It's like, okay, I tried this for my whole life. The shit didn't work. Then I switched it up, and I still failed. And it's the part I failed because I told myself I was done with voting. I voted for Jill Stein. I forgot what year I voted for Jill Stein. I think that was 2016. I voted for Jill Stein. Obviously, the Green Party didn't make the noise that I wanted them to make, but it was symbolic. And so I said, all right, I'm gonna vote for Jill Stein every year. So I was gonna vote for Jill Stein in 2020, but then freaking people was like, yeah, that's a waste of your vote, man. You make your vote count. So Trump, this before I got used to his playbook. He had so much rhetoric that was hard to listen to, so much racist rhetoric, just call it what it is, that it was hard to listen to it. So I never wanted to vote for Joe Biden because I one thing about me, I'm not like no sheep. That's just no misled sheep. I remember I like to look at the 70s videos, not 70s, but yeah, the 70s. I like to hear people opinions and to see the talk about Joe Biden in the 80s and all that 70s, 80s, and all that videos of him. His I think Charlemagne was talking about it for a minute. The '93 crime bill. Somebody was talking about it on the radio. One of the big personalities was talking about the '93 crime bill. So that was stained on my mind thinking about Joe Biden, sort of like Hillary Clinton's super predators. So between super predators, '93 crime bill, what's everybody's favorite president from the '80s that nobody likes? Reagan, Ronald Reagan, welfare queen. Between them three things, what's up with your Ann Malcolm? Yo, hey, give me some topics to talk about. Y'all drop these topics, man. What's in the news? What's in the news, man? What's in the news? What's in the news? And ooze, new. What's in the news? Put it in the comments and I'm talking about it. You did? I ain't the type that's like, let me tell you this. No matter how big my channel ever get, if it don't get no bigger or if it get bigger, I'ma always be in these comments. Like, y'all the one who make this shit. I ain't never gonna get bigger than the people. You feel me? Never. Hockey dibs, noobs. You gotta explain what that mean. N-O-O-B. I'm green. I just look young. I'm green. You gotta put me on what that mean. How are you? Man, I'm blessed. I'm be even better if you go ahead and drop some news topics for me to talk about. Like I wanna do something different. I wanna have a channel that's ranked off what the people in the comments talking about. Cause I already be jumping from conversation to conversation. He just started, I think. Yeah, so that's what I like. I want the comments to run these Snickers. What about Snickers? Like like give me like what you tell me what you want me to talk about Snickers. There ain't really no conversation to talk about Snickers. Give them a break. Thank you, man. Like listen, drop some. Y'all run the show. Don't just like spawn me. It's weird to be looking and not saying Epstein files. My opinion on that Epstein file, cause we're gonna be talking about it all, is dog. I'm not satisfied with whatever they got to put out. Like if you didn't put it out in the beginning, don't come to me with no redacted version of a redacted version. Think about it. It's already was redacted. It's been redacted already. So you gonna redact it again? Like, come on, cuz at some point, if you get caught cheating on your wife, you better off just saying, hey baby, I F this girl at this hotel, this and that. Once she catch you in one lie, it don't matter if you tell the truth the rest of the way because she ain't gonna believe it. You did. So my thing with the Epstein files is, and I said it earlier. I'm gonna get to the sports comment, but you gave me a great opener. My opinion of the Epstein file is this, bro. You got kids. First of all, I voted for Trump, but Trump has already said some cringe-worthy things. Like he said, man, when you old enough. First of all, any man that'll tell a young chick, man, when you old enough, you gonna be my old. Cause you's a fuck nigga. Like a nigga couldn't even say that around me. I swear to God, nigga couldn't say that around me. I'll punch a nigga in their shit. Like I'm not even playing that game. That's goofy shit. So you already got a crazy past with these. I remember him talking about the little pageantry, and I get to walk in and look at all these naked women, and these is young girls that's young enough to be. He let Howard Stern talk about his daughter. He was like, "Oh, she's a hot piece of ass. Go look at the video." Cuz I would have been jumping across that table on Howard Stern ass, whether I could fight or not. Bitch, I'm getting my security to fuck you up. Nigga, my daughter a hot piece of ass. Fuck nigga. So you already got a shaky history, dog, to not to be hot in this shit. You make it look, it don't even make it at this point. At this point, it's nothing you can do to convince me that he not on the list. I don't want to hear that he's protecting the family. He's protecting himself, bitch. Like you got that's my opinion on the shit. And now I say, do you watch any sports? I watch every sport. You feel me? And Bubba on 867 said, have a nice screen. I watch every sport. They had the baseball All-Star game recently. You did. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. We'll say, what do you think about Trump being president? Like I said, I voted for bro. So I'm disappointed in his presidency, bro, because I took a big risk. I live in a Democratic rural part of Georgia where white people, black people all vote Democrat. So imagine my Florida ass ride around this bitch with Trump on the back of my window, which I did the whole election season. Big ass thing say Trump. These niggas looking at me crazy. And I'm like, nigga, get in the blood, bitch. That's what I'm rocking with. And I had my personal reasons for voting for him. And so for him to just let me down the way he's done, bro, like with the whole Israel shit, you showing that. First of all, Israel took a big shit on him. Even before the Epstein files, when he said, "Hey, chill out with the fucking war real quick. Let me figure this shit out." And then they say, "You know what? We're gonna draw all the bombs we got. We're gonna show you you ain't running shit, nigga. We run this shit was in play before you. It gonna be in play after you." Like I would, if he would have came out and then I'm learning his playbook. His playbook is this, bro. His playbook is do some green shit, fuck over his core base, and then say some racist shit to hope that he can, like, that shit getting old. Oh, I'm gonna just go ahead and rename the Confederacy and all the names of the generals, and that shit old, bro. Nigga don't even believe that in you, bro. Nigga don't even believe you racist. Nigga believe you an opportunist. It's a difference between a racist and an opportunist. I seen real racists in my life, and then I seen opportunists. Opportunists, they go with the wind. They go with however the wind blowing. If fucking redneck start doing videos, like, you know who I would love to do a podcast with? I need a podcast with a whole fucking rebel. Like, they got a place in North Florida. Anybody ever traveled to Florida? It's called the Sons of Confederates. This is, if you ever coming into Florida, about 2 miles, no, about 5 miles into Florida. This for anybody coming into Florida. You can't miss it. You will see the biggest fucking Confederate flag I ever seen outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee. You will see the biggest Confederate flag you ever saw. And I wanted to go there because I'm crazy like that, I suppose. I wanted to go and talk to them boys like, hey, man, listen, what do you think we got a difference in? Because I guarantee I can find more commonality that we got. We got a common enemy. The common enemy is you love America, I love America, but this ain't fucking America. This is a company, bro. Think about it. A smart guy told me a long time ago. He said kings are the head of countries. Presidents are the head of companies. I'm going to say this shit again. I know I lost you. Come with me. Follow me. Follow me. Kings lead countries. Presidents lead companies. So fucking we have a company being bought and sold and used as a shell company for fucking Israel. I'm pretty sure me and the Confederate can agree on that. And we can put our shit to the side. Right? Me being a nigga, you being a cracker. Because I don't have no problem saying cracker. Just like I don't mind a motherfucker who have no problem saying nigga. You ain't offended me. So fucking at the end of the day, let's look at our common enemy who is raping our country, stealing all our goddamn money, dominating us, got us all stressed the fuck out. Let's get to the core root. This is why I learned to drop my shit, my personal thoughts, that MSNBC, because I went down that fucking path a hot minute ago, a long time ago, and had them motherfuckers had me hating everything Fox News produced. And then thank God, like, blessings happen in disguise. Tucker Carlson lose his job. And now, bitch, I keep watching Tucker Carlson. I can't fucking get enough. So it's like, but I had to put those divisions down that was leading me to being divisive. It's the Daughters of Confederate. It's not the Daughters of Confederate. It's called the Children of Confederacy, bro. I go to Florida fucking every 5 weeks, bro, and I drive past it, bro. It's a big ass sign. As a matter of fact, if you know where that sign is at, tell me what's the name of the gas station that it sit on, because it sit on top of a gas station. That'll let me know that you show the picture behind you. Oh, that's my jit. That's my baby, you feel me? That's why I bought my house, bro. I wanted my baby to I wanted to show my love, you feel me? Like, one thing about it, my daddy is a wealthy man. And I don't give a fuck about you having no money if your money was just for you. You feel me? Or for you to hold over your kid's head. Like, you niggas gonna fight over this after I'm dead. I'm not fighting over none of this shit. I think my life got better when I stopped waiting on my daddy to give me something. Like, the craziest thing is, dog, so my dad been with my stepmom. I'm gonna just tell a quick story real quick. My dad been with my stepmom since like 1990, 89, whatever. He had outside kids on her, right? So his last child that he had, which I still never met to this day, that kid, mom died and he gave that kid a house. My dad I got a brother old enough to be my daddy, right? I got brothers in their 50s that ain't got a house from my daddy yet. But yet he give the last nigga that came out the batch a house. It's sort of like the I don't know if that's the prodigal son, not even a prodigal son, but it's a story in the Bible where the person came in at the last hour and they worked. And I never liked that story in the Bible. I ain't gonna stunt. I love the Bible, but I never liked that story. You don't fucking deserve what I deserve, nigga. I've been working here 8 hours all day, nigga, and you came the last hour and got paid what I got paid. That's a stupid story. You can't convince me that you deserve to get what the fuck I get and you came at the last minute, nigga. No way. So fucking but the point is, that was my old boy. Once I stopped holding on to that and start waiting for this nigga to give me something, I realized I was a father and that somebody depends on me. I went out and bought my daughter a house. That way, I got that out the way. I got the hardest part out the way. Now I can focus on what I'm going to do for myself. I feel if you're a parent in this world, you can't even begin to do for yourself until you complete what you need to do for your kids. Once you got your kid, your time to have fun before the kids. When the kids come, nigga, now it's about them. It ain't about nothing else. It's about them. Once you take care of them and get that out the way, now you can get back to you again. But if you don't get that out the way, you can forget about trying to have fun for self. Let me get back in these comments real quick. News just started. I think Snickers gave him a break. Epstein Files, he's doing great. Do you watch any sports? Like I said, we could talk sports. I watch baseball, basketball, football. I actually like the little slap competition. I know people been dissing it, but the slap competition hella funny. I don't see no long term future in it, but it does do like it does make the average man think that, hey, I can train for that or whatever. So let's see what you think about Trump being president. I said that. True. IGTG. See you. Have a nice day. Love my brother. Hockey. Let's talk about hockey. My favorite. Just so my obviously I'm a Florida Panther, right? I remember 1996 when the Florida Panthers went to the Stanley Cup. It was all over 95, I-95, and they had all of the Western names. I remember they came out to Nanox Boys and Girls Club. We was kids, and that's when I found out I got to feel a real hockey puck. And Goodyear Tire actually made the puck because the puck was full of rubber. So Goodyear Tire made the shit. And I remember saying, God damn, no wonder all these bitches missing teeth. This shit was hard as fuck. And we some street kids, so they was teaching us, there ain't no ice in South Florida. So they was teaching us inline skating and playing hockey on the basketball court, which I would love to see a smart guy, somebody with some money, say, you know what, let's start a little inline skating for, towns that inline hockey on courts and shit like that. I would pay to see that shit, especially you get hood niggas in that shit. Oh, Lord, it's going down. Let's see. IGTG. See, have a nice day. Show that picture behind you. I want to know what the picture behind you is. BGVI VR. I can show you some interesting pictures around the crib. So let's look at some interesting artwork you did. Let's look at some shit. This is interesting right here. Like, this goes to show the Moors. This is like a picture of our black history as prominent Moors and kings before our history got rewritten. There's another one. And then this is my favorite right here. Every black person gotta have that spiritual being you did. And then I say that's my favorite one, but my real favorite one is this one right here. Right here. And see, so when I was in college and we learned about the Baroque era and all these of music appreciation. It's so funny how music is tied into art. Around the time that all this music, music started off as a form where it was inappropriate to use vocals. Every music was all harps and instruments and stuff. For anybody that ever took music appreciation in college, you couldn't sing. That would have been disrespectful. They probably would have killed you. And so this artistic expression. And you look at that painting right that I just showed you, that was around the time of, but let's just talk about Palm Beach County. It's an interesting place, very interesting place. Palm Beach County got so many billionaires. When you're in South Florida, you can rub elbows with rich motherfuckers. I done been in billionaires and millionaires' houses. And what always impressed me was the black art that they had. Like you going to real me. I ain't talking about no bitch with $500,000 or 2 million. I'm talking about a motherfucker with goddamn $50 million. These motherfuckers got black. Let me tighten up my tone. These people got black art. Now, oftentimes that shit be slaves and shit. Sometimes, like you be like, man, what the fuck kind of fuck shit is this? But it impresses you that I've seen all these black Christs. I ain't never went into a rich white person house, and I done at least been in 20 mansions. And I'm not even saying that to discourage nobody, but I never went in nobody mansion and seen a white Jesus ever. I, I just never have. I've seen images of, and I said to myself, these people know the truth, and they withhold it. Even if you look at the D.C. library, the Congress library, they be having artifacts that ain't available for the public. These are the type of shit you gotta seek and find. And when you start to seek that, you realize why it's not beneficial for them to put it out to the masses. So I just be feeling like art to me is my into history and know the history of the world and the history of mankind. When you, I think it makes you a well-rounded person. It gives you confidence is to know that, like, for instance, right, my thing is neatly and cleanliness is next to godliness, and so like I'm always clean, and I'm like, where do I get these metrosexual ways? You feel me? Like even the terminology metrosexual, people not even familiar with that. So it's like you understand that it's in you. You did, and a lot of times we so taken aback. Like I heard a guy recently was talking to Cam Newton, and he was like, we be like started from the bottom, now we made it to the top. But you only know your recent history. That's why you thinking that you made it to the top. If you really knew your history where you from, you would realize, no, nigga, you started from the top and you at the bottom. And so I think you could become, matter of fact, let me not get too deep with that, man. Anyway, straight up picture behind y'all want to know the picture. His daughters of Confederacy, which I contended. Tucker kind of plays that middle ground and sees things for what they are. He don't just see things in politics at face value. Now let me address that comment real quick. I think Tucker got humbled. I believe Tucker is just like the rest of us, learning. I don't believe that Tucker Carlson of today is the Tucker Carlson of 2017, 2018. Right? He is a person that is well more rounded because he had to have his world flipped on his head like me. I would have, like I said, you'd only learn to find middle ground with people when you realize that there's more commonality than there is separation and division. So, like, one thing I never even admitted, even in the time when I used to think I didn't like Tucker and I was MSNBC, one thing I always admired, just look at his fucking name, Tucker. He reminded me of Carlton, and I always admired Carlton off the Fresh Prince, that fancy, like I want to rock, like mind you, bro. Like I'm from South Florida, so you pass through Royal Palm Beach, and you see motherfuckers playing polo, like real deal. Like I got a song, Palm Beach Billionaires, and we're gonna get a little deep with it too tonight. But I say that to say it's this regalness of the whole thing. So it was like this snob, this guy's such a snob. But I imagine I made people feel the same way. And so I thought I maybe sometimes you can see a part of yourself in somebody, and it might even be a part of yourself you dislike, but you don't know. That's all commonality. So I think he's more rounded and just now because he realized this thing is big. You take steps back to get a broader view. When you up and close and involved in something, you can't get that full perspective. I think now that he doesn't have that script, that media, that script that he gotta read, and he could just go off of his own thoughts, it allows him to reveal more of a better, well-rounded person. And that's what I find attractive about looking at his show. And same thing with Candace. It says, I'm in Florida and I have family in Tennessee, Kentucky, and Georgia. Trust me, it's the Daughters of Confederacy. So you still ain't told me the name of the gas station, fam. You could tell about where you from, but I just told you a state that I travel to every 5 weeks, and I've been doing it by vehicle, bro. So like, come on, I pass it every time. What's the gas station it sit on, bro? What side of the road do it sit on? If you're going into Florida, what like show me, bro. Like, don't tell me about what you're trying to Google now. Like, I can tell you what it is. But anyway, even whatever it is, I don't want to get caught up in like the little small point of it. That's benign. At the end of the day, I wanted to speak. I think the ultimate thing that could change America is we gotta have the so-called far left, which a person they'll try to write me off as far left, even though I got so many conservative ways. I don't believe in abortion. I do believe abortion is acceptable if a woman is raped. That's a no-brainer. She was fucking raped. God damn it, bitch. They're gonna make a person have their rapist child. That kid need to be aborted. So like there are exceptions, but I never ever condone like that little girl right there is the world to me. Not only she is the world to me, I'm such a person that I know I'm supposed to have a 20 and an 18-year-old. Low key, I carry them with me. There's a show that my baby love. I don't know if that's not Gracie's Corner, but it's another show similar to Gracie's Corner. And the guy had a kid that died. So in his cartoon, he shows real kids that are living, but he also keep one with a halo over his head to represent his kid that died. And I'm the same way. I never let go of the fact that two women had abortions with my kid, and I'm supposed to have a 20-year-old and an 18-year-old child. I think about them all the time. All the fucking time. I carry them with me. I carry that burden with me. Even if the mothers have moved on in their mind and had kids and whatever, I carry that with me. So I'm no on conservative in value. A lot of ways that I got conservative, but I'm liberal because there's no such thing as far left. But people would paint me as far left. So if you could put me with a so-called far right and then we show our commonality, that'll change this whole country. But they never let that happen. Let me see. And it's crazy because I've been listening for 5 minutes, Evie, and you haven't missed once. You made me blush with that. Appreciate that. Well, don't start with that. We was kings. My brother, my brother. We just not even gonna pander to that. Matter of fact, we're not even gonna pander to that. We're just gonna keep it moving. You right, bro. You feel how you feel, but I would just suggest that you get you a real profile picture before you try to talk crazy. Like you see me, my face. This is my family. Like it's no me hiding behind shit. Like you can't trust a person like you when you hide behind shit. Like I said, I've seen real racists. I seen a guy, and I'm not trying. I'm just making a quick point. I'm not trying to offend nobody. I seen a white guy fight this big ass black guy, and the fight started over him calling the black guy nigga, and so the black guy said, "Call me nigga," I'm punching shit. Long story short, they get into a fight. At some point in the fight, the black guy sitting on the white guy just beating the shit out this white guy, and he said nigga up until he got knocked out, and when he fucking woke back up, when somebody woke him up, he was like, "What the fuck is that nigga?" He still want to fight. I said, "That's a racist. That's a fucking motherfucker that can get my respect." Not saying I respect racists, but I'm just talking about the heart. The heart is he believed wholeheartedly you can beat the shit out of me. You can do what you want to do. You still a fucking nigga. That's what I don't like that fearful motherfuckers. Like I don't like that shit. It's too much of that. I think that's what ruined the white supremacy. That's why you can't respect it. It's a joke because half of the motherfuckers you get them alone. And, oh, well, I respect you, bro. They don't want to get their ass whooped. Stand on what you feel, and not only stand on what you feel. When the Jews talk crazy to you, I need you to fucking go nuts. Don't fucking have this like I watched Dave Portnoy, Rabbi Portnoy, Barstool Sports degrade a white man so fucking bad, a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, and he just stood there and took it. I said, hold up, man. I'm gonna need that same energy that these white guys be having for us. And if you can't have that with the Jews, then don't have it with me, man. Because that means you're a selective person. You can't be no, that's called the coward. Coward chooses what fight. A lion just jump into a fucking fight. A lion say, bitch, if I lose, win, whatever, I'm a fucking lion. I don't know no other way. Not no, I'm going to choose some easy fucking prey. No, come on, that's goofy shit to me. But we're not here to try to make no division. I just wanted to paint that out there. It says, guy says, Colin Bellinger, Smurf, Cat versus Starberry, Elephant Blood, Dog, Smurf, I Show Speed, a whole bunch of turbulence. Bro really thinks he's Cardi literally hitting the gritty, the Aki way, Kaisanat. Is he giving me things to talk about? Because you give me a lot. Phantom Tax, this shit sound like psychobabble, but I'm just reading it anyway. Phantom Tax, Gardner Band, been no edging in class, busting Axel and Harlem, Whopper, 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 1, 2, buckle, my shoe, Goofy. Ross City, Monday left me broken, quirked up, white boy busting it down, sexual style, go to with the sauce, John Port, Grimace Shake, Kiki, do you love me, Huggy Wuggy, Nathaniel B, light skin stare, biggest bird, Omar the referee, Amagus, uncanny, wholesome, Reddit Chungus, Keanu Reeves, Pizza Towers, Zesty Pockets, Kumala Sylvester, Corndale Dingle, Glizzy Rose, Toy, Anchor Zone, Thug, Shaker, Morbin Time, DJ Khaled, Sissy Fuzz, Ocean Gate, Shadow Wizard, Money Gang, Ayo. Hey, man, listen, this internet thing, man, listen, man. And listen, I don't know what that was about, but that was like a hell of a rant, man. I'm a fan of nice, good rants, man. And one thing I want to say is to the people is I appreciate I need y'all to come back, give me some topics, man. Like that's what this about. I'm gonna take this podcasting shit serious. I'm gonna go live every day. I'm gonna try to govern my tongue for the most part and keep it on par as I be going back and re-looking at my videos. I realize my biggest problem is I have so much stuff cluttered on my brain. I'm a scatterbrain that I be having points and I never finish it. I move to the next point and move to the next point. I call them open tabs, just like with your phone. You mess around, if you don't go look at your phone, you have been looked and you got 30 damn open tabs and got to close them out. So I'm always trying to, I got to try to guide myself to where I can make a point, finish it, make a point, finish it, and such and what. So that's that, man. I got a message here for review. We gonna read that too. Okay, so you see, look, even this, right? I give you an example how ignorance works. I read this little thing by this guy with the fake profile. He say Jesus was not black. Jesus was a sand nigga. But one thing this Puma fist would not say. Well, first of all, if you say sand nigga, then you talking like don't let for lack of better terms. I got a light skinned child. Still ass nigga. She still from this black ass daddy. Have you ever heard of mitochondrial Eve? See, this is where science comes into role with biblical shit. You got to have a person with intelligence. So for all those who, let's talk about science real quick. You got prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis. You feel me? This process happens every 15 minutes in your blood. So you're every day aging into looking like your parents. Your genes are recreating over and over prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis. Mitochondria Eve is the scientific fact that a black woman, my complexion, can have sex with a black man, my complexion, and create a blonde hair, blue eyed child. It's happened over and over throughout mankind. And you've never seen one white blonde hair, blue eyed woman and one white blonde hair, blue eyed man create a man look like me. Never. You're never gonna see it. This is what mitochondria. This is why a month ago I was talking about starting my own church, because the Bible has been remixed so many times that I like to tell people there's no such thing as leprosy. Leprosy was albinos. Imagine being in a nation full of everybody this complexion, not even no little variations in colors like how we got today with red, brown, and all that. No, it's just all niggas like this. And then out of nowhere, you got this damn blonde hair, blue. You was shunned. You sent your child off to living up north because you didn't want to kill your child. And this is, I always tie science into what I be talking about. The Nile River is the only river that run north in the world. So you say, you know what, I don't want to kill my child because a real parent can't find the heart to do that. So what you did, you made sure hey, I'm going to come visit you every such and such. You got them living in the Caucasus Mountains. Now let's bring science into this shit. When you living in cold weather, it naturally thins out your hair. It thins your hair. Your hair is the whole purpose scientifically for your hair is to protect your brain from the cold. The nostrils, the big nostrils that we got in these African features is to cool down the brain. The nostrils is to cool down the brain. So what happens if you put me in cold weather? Well, it's already cold. My nostrils start restricting the cold air. coming to the brain because it's already cool versus it's wider in hot weather. So these is the, and you got to think it's evolution of man, bro. I think the hardest thing, and I mind you, this shit is tough to stomach me. I get it, but it's tough for a white man to stomach that they come from us. This shit repulses them. It's like, oh my god, like, and it's so crazy because these ignorant the old school grandmas kept a white Jesus in their house with the two fingers up and the blonde hair. Like, I as I got older and became my teenage years, I used to get on my auntie about that shit. I'm like, man, take that shit down. I'm tired of looking at this nigga. Like, and so black people never found no problem with accepting a white Jesus, even though the Bible says he got skins of bronze skin. Well, let's see what bronze look like. This is what you call a penny, fellas. Penny. You dig? You see how that bronze? Just read the Bible. Read your text. Read your biblical text, motherfucker. So when you talk about sand, nigga, you ain't seen a sand nigga looking like this. Now, do we have Moroccans? I just showed y'all artwork. Morocco is what? Africa. Fucking bit more. You know more stands for? More stands for black. God damn, do I have much time? But that's what this channel for me schooling people. Wool hair. I ain't got no sheep on hand. But bitch, you can go look at a sheep and look at this shit. So while we try to ignore biblical text to satisfy our mind, and it's not just white guys, it's Mexicans. Mexicans got Santa Maria and shit like that, and they have a picture. You look at a Mexican in the old school movies, especially when they do the back of their car. Fucking Jesus look like his name really is Jesus, not Jesus, Jesus. He looked like Jesus, and so everybody try to placate and pander to their own mindset that they try to personalize God. You feel me? They try to say, if he look like me, I can identify. If he don't, I can't relate. So they ignore biblical texts, and then they got, just like women got selective hearing, they got selective reading. They skew over that, or they just go all around it and they create their own religion and they say, hey, bitch, I'm a Mormon. They say, I'm a Mormon, bitch. I don't know about the fuck none of that shit, nigga. I'm making my own religion up, bitch. Fuck that. I'm a Protestant, bitch. Like, they just say, fuck that shit, nigga. So that's the crazy part. Like, nobody, if we gon', and you know the thing is this, we don't really expect. Do we really expect? And God, please, I say it respectfully, wholehearted. I'm just trying to teach a lesson real quick. And I do, and y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. When I say God, please, I'm asking God to spare me, because I do believe in my Father. He got the power to strike whoever watching and me dead at the same time. And I believe that. So I say that carefully to say, do we really believe Jesus is going to come back in a physical form? Hell no. No way. And because of that, we use an American fallacy called appeal to ignorance. Something I learned in college. It's a fallacy. An appeal to ignorance is, I'm willing to bet you on what you don't know. So you got different kind of, and let's talk, we're going to bring this presidency shit back into play too. A lot of presidents use, like for instance, that's the Epstein file. That's called an appeal to ignorance. You niggas don't know the names on it, so I could put out whatever list I want to fucking put out. You ain't never get to see the fucking list, so you just gotta trust in what I'm telling you. You feel me? And then you got another thing called appeal to popularity. That's another fallacy. Appeal to popularity is if you can get the numbers and the mass to agree, it doesn't matter if you're telling the truth or not. If the mass agree with you, then you've already won. Then you got another fallacy called appeal to celebrity. Appeal to celebrity is celebrity endorsements. Why do you think celebrities endorse products? Like, I watched this annoying fucking what's the name of Zaxby's. Zaxby's got a commercial right now with Omar Epps. And like, this shit'd be way more believable if he take a bite out the fucking food. Omar Epps just sitting there like, hey, this is great chicken. Well, fuck, nigga, take a bite. Nigga, like, you from the hood, ain't it? Nigga, throw some hot sauce on them lemon pepper wings and this shit fire, nigga. Then you sell it. Sell the hell out that shit. Don't sit in front of, I'm tired of celebrities holding products up and then I'm not seeing them use the shit. Use the shit. If you're not using it, nigga, you holding the shit, make it look like you really disgusted by it. So that's an appeal to celebrity. So these are different fallacies we use. Appeal to popularity. These are common fallacies we use. We use appeal to ignorance. We banking off what you don't know. And because you don't know it, we make an appeal to you that, hey, that's not really what it is, man, because you can't prove it. So since we can't prove all the names, we know we got an idea who on this damn Epstein list. Everybody that came to the fucking island, everybody that flew on this fucking plane is on the fucking list. Nigga, ain't no secret about it. But since you can't prove that it ain't, then we just gonna that's appeal to ignorance. Then we use the appeal to popularity right after that. We say, man, what the numbers say, what the polls say. Oh, you down in the polls, sir? Okay, fuck it. Let's release the list then. Let's release a redacted of a redacted of a redacted. But then you try to appeal to the popularity and say, man, if it ain't what, it's not gonna satisfy them. And then lastly, appeal to celebrity. When it's time to run for presidency, you get some celebrity endorsements and shit like that. And then people follow they favorite celebrity through idolism and stuff like that. So these are fallacies that's used common day. And those are the most popular three fallacies that get used over and over and regurgitated. Hey, I thank y'all too for fucking with me. Go ahead, throw some comments out there though. Like, you scaring me. Let me see if somebody else done wrote. Oh, there go my dog. Yo, hold on, real quick. So solid liquid gas, that's science for you. Interesting. All right, so I'm gonna get to my dog, but let me answer bro question. What do I think about the school system? Say niggas, I want y'all to know I say nigga as a general term. I be talking about white people when I say niggas. At this point, everybody niggas. That's just with the new 2025, we all niggas. So they saying you niggas is too smart. We already tried to take books out of the schooling, but you bitches is gonna keep learning and learning anyway. So fuck it. We just gonna eliminate schooling to where, and you think about how blessed we is as Americans. Let me go get my charger, my phone down. We were so blessed because I was everywhere we think like it's us. We think that school is free and shit. Man, motherfuckers pay for school in other countries and shit. Like, ain't gonna much as we used to talk about going back to Africa and shit, bitch, they pay for school in Africa, nigga. You would be a dumbest nigga if you ain't got your money right in Africa, bitch. So, and not just Africa, Europe, and all these other fucking places, they pay for school. And so, school should never be no thing that you gotta pay for, bitch. Like, how you supposed to have a society that's of intelligence? If everybody and that's not what it's about. This is not the game is changing. It's not a see. We from a system that says if you have the drive, then you can outsmart the person with more money, and you can get to their level in life. And that's true. I do believe that to a certain degree. However, they eliminating that. They realize they having dumbass kids. Bitch, I got a dumbass kid who got a trust fund of $100 million. I can't let this nigga who ain't got $1 million catch up with my jit because he's smarter. That nigga not allowed to go to school. That's that. And so that's what this fucking eliminating Department of Education, because motherfuckers are really seizing the opportunity. And the kids with all the money in the world, like, are just dumber than a box of rocks. So that's what I think about the school system is. I'm for it, but our government isn't for it because it doesn't afford them the right to stay the ruling class. And nobody wants to shift when they done had to lead for so fucking long. Let me see. Shout out to dog. Flight boy, man. Fuck with me, dog. What's up with you, brother? I'm in a better mood today, man. As you can see, man. I had a productive day, and I hope it'll be a better day tomorrow. And so, man, y'all throw some more topics out there, though, man. What's up? What's up? Solid liquid gas. That's science for you. I mean, are you talking about the periodical table? What are we talking about, my brother, when you say solid liquid gas, bro? Like, I was decent at science, you know. How man? Listen, I was telling you, man. Oh, so basically, just not to bring it all the way up again, because I said in the last chat, but I went on a job interview, and it was so fun because it was at this point in life when I go on a job interview, I'm not doing it out of desperation. I've always went to job interviews out of desperation, meaning I needed the money right then and there, and I needed it, and you know, an employer can tell when you coming from a point of desperation. You know, like I is most of us, right? Let's talk about word usage real quick because I'm always trying to educate. Do you know what the word apply means? Anybody in the chat want to tell me what the original word apply means? APPLY. Anybody? Myself, I have a weird history. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what the word apply. Y'all can look this shit up. Apply means beg. Look this shit up. Go Google this shit. Apply means beg. So isn't that interesting? In America, we just like understand. Anybody know what the word understand means? Somebody might get me on it, like you're applying for a job. That's the best way I can. No, listen, Flight Boy, you're right. We use it under that context, applying for a job. Now, substitute applying with I'm begging for a job. Now, I need y'all to go Google this shit to make sure I ain't just making a fallacy appeal to ignorance, hoping that y'all don't go fact check me. Go fact check me. Go look up, and they got some, if I'm not mistaken, how to pronounce this shit, Black Lob's Dictionary. These is, see, I'm gonna tell you my days of YouTube. I'm from where YouTube was like better than college. Nigga, YouTube was free. You can watch so many videos that'll teach you so much shit on YouTube. Them videos been scrubbed. Trust me, I've been looking for them shits for years and years. YouTube been took that shit down. They didn't get rid of it, but they archived that shit for like I told you, they keep real information in law libraries and shit, and presidential libraries and Congress library. They don't give the information to the mass to consume it. But with that said, so it said, or adding, applying something to an already existing thing, right? And that would be annexing, right? Like annexing is an addition to something. But I'm not talking about annexing. I'm talking about, or are you talking about applying, using it like applying a skill that you got, incorporating something? I'm not talking about incorporating. The the root original word of apply is to beg. So when you realize, and we're gonna get a little deep tonight for those who might want to learn a little something. We're gonna talk about LLCs and how corporations got to get into controlling our politics. Once corporations control our politics, that's where we at current day America. But before we get into all that, understand. Anybody know what understand means? So when a subject was under a king, you know, a king always set up high. A king always set over their servants, subjects. So they'll tell you why you talking to them. Do you understand me? That's meaning I need you to know that you sit under me. That's why in the hood we got a thing where we say I overstand. Because I don't understand nobody. I overstand. So understand literally meant what the word stands for. Take the word, take the root word. Just turn the word around. Stand under. Flip it around. It's a compound word. Under and stand. Stand under. So the king would ask his subjects while he was talking to them, do you understand? Meaning that's how you show your loyalty to the king. You have to admit that you're under him. Because if you think we're on the same level, I could just go throw you in the guillotine right now if you think we're on the same level. Or if you think you overstand, you definitely get thrown in this guillotine. So he would ask the person, do you understand? And the person said, yes, I understand. These are words how we done took these words in time and used them under what we want them to use. Misunderstood. Bruh, if you even use the word understood, what do you think understood is synonymous with? Understand, my brother. And so, right. But I like how you use that again. You said not much of the world understands what they think. So now let's talk about this. And this is what I learned from YouTube on time. I never really tell people where I first learned all this stuff at. But I used to be, a library nerd, stay in the library, and a YouTube academia nerd. This one YouTube, like I said, is to show real shit that you can learn from. And so it was a guy, and he was talking about the word sorcery. That's what I think it was called back in the days, like word sorcery that we use in America that people not aware of. So if you look at how a LLC work, a LLC protects a person from being sued. So a LLC basically is a person, and did start understanding what a person versus and what's defined as a human being. So we are all defined as human beings, right? Humanoids, but a person is literally a character. So when you hear law enforcement say to people, may I search your persons? They don't say, may I search you, the human being. You never heard that in history. May I search your person mean that you having this ID bounds you to this society that you have pledged to. Mind you, you don't have to have an ID. You can just be a person, but it's gonna be complicated as hell. It's see a lot of sovereignty, like a lot of cops are sovereign citizens, but we're not gonna go too far down the rabbit hole. That'll be another subject another day. A lot of cops don't even know that they're sovereign citizens because they don't have an idea what sovereign citizen even about. But sovereignty just means that your natural rights as a human in the country that you're from. Only reason the ID is supposed to even exist is to prove that you're from here. But you don't have to have an ID to prove you're from here. I can have 20 people come tell you, man, I done grew up with that kid. I knew him when we was 3 years old, 2 years old. I can have my damn doctor come and say he delivered me in 1986 at such and such hospital. You know, I can have proof of my residency without providing a document. But what that document makes me is what you call an agent of the state. See, the Social Security was brought into play around 1942, and George Bush got an uncle named Prescott Bush, and Prescott Bush used to run with the Rockefellers and all this stuff like that, and they enacted all this stuff just like they did with the Patriot Act overnight. 500 pages where you can't read and fit all that shit in. You don't know what this about. So you just rush through it, and that's what our Congress do. They just vote on shit blindly, which should be against the law. But they vote on it, and then we get a Social Security. But mind you, to most Americans, we so indoctrinated in the Social Security that we think Social Security been around since the beginning of time. But we don't understand, no, 1930s, 1920s, no such thing as no damn Social Security. So they tricked us back into what we fought against. Taxation without representation, meaning that we're going to tax you on your income when you didn't do none of this shit. You didn't beg for this job. Mind you, like I told you what apply means. You didn't beg for this job with me. You didn't help me get it. But now all of a sudden you got your hands in my pocket talking about you get 10% of my earnings. And then I can't even be represented by my money. That's what representation comes in, meaning that, okay, I need to have say so. Like, instead of have presidential votes, we should have a vote on everything Congress does, not Congress having a vote. Because what that means is Congress is there to represent you, meaning that if you got 2 million people in your city, we send one person off to put all our opinions in what he didn't want to do. Well, it's easier to corrupt one person rather than 2 million people. I got to pay out 2 million people. That's too much. I could just pay off the one person that represents the 2 million people. So it makes it easy to influence. Now, let's bring up First United Bank. Y'all would be Googling this shit. I need people to fact check me. No, I ain't talking crazy. First United Bank of Boston, and I could be saying the name of the First Citizens Bank, whatever. They're the first bank to challenge corporations being able to put money into funds. Mind you, let's go back to how we started this corporation thing. If a corporation is being considered as a person, right, then a person can donate to a fund. Oh, YouTube, don't black ban me. Nah, come on, goddamn it. Let me talk to some folks with sense. Don't do me like that, YouTube. Come on. I'll get off the subject, YouTube, if I'm being too honest. But so a corporation can act as a single person, even though they're not, and now you can't compete because you could compete as collectively with other people and say, okay, let's just say we're backing candidate A. 20 of us back candidate A. Nobody backs candidate B, but a corporation wants to jump in. Well, that one corporation got more money than all 20 of us combined. So the candidate B wins, even though the majority of us, of the people, we the people, think candidate A is the best choice. But that corporation pockets is deeper. You take corporations out of politics. See, why we always talking about changing the world, we can change this bitch in a heartbeat. Don't let corporations donate to campaigns. It's that simple. Stop allowing politicians to accept corporation money and allow campaign money to be rooted grassroots from the people. Then we get to see who the politicians that we really want rather than these force fed. We get hand fed. Think about it, bro. Election season right now, right? It's going to be a Democrat we don't even fucking know right now, right? Or either one we do know, but we not aware that's supposed to. He ain't made no claim that he want to be running for president. But they going to build them up overnight. And we're going to be like, oh, yeah. He going to have a this and that. Dog, I learned about this politics shit when my mama, she wanted to go cheer for Hillary. My mama was a big Hillary Clinton. My mama just an old school Democrat. She voting Democrat across the ticket no matter what. She don't give a fuck what your policies is. She's Democrat. All you can't limited mind frame. That's dangerous part of voting when a person got a limited capacity, intellectual capacity, but they just so rooted and indoctrinated in their ways, and so they don't just go with who's doing the best, who got the best policies to benefit them. Nah, they just go, I'm voting Democrat across the board. So my mama wanted to go to Hillary Clinton rally, and she did go. And I stood out there. I still got that video somewhere, but it used to be cool as fuck though. It was me. It looked like I forgot the name of, but like an apocalyptic almost. It was literally me by myself, and I kid you not, at least 100 police officers, maybe 40 bike units, 40 patrol units, and they respected me. Like obviously, I can't fucking go against no 100 cops, but they stood across the street from me, and I was the only person out there campaigning against Hillary with my sign louder than the bitch. I'm like, I'm talking about, I'm going against her. I'm talking about how she got the gold mines in Haiti. She done robbed the whole country of Haiti. Like it's just not even funny. And my point that I'm making is my mom had been standing out there early so she can get a good seat to watch Hillary. And they made everybody who showed up, I'm talking about, mind you, these people been out there for hours ready to cheer Hillary. They bust in all these goddamn people on a bus. And they set up a stage platform. And this is how this Oregon, Toledo, Ohio. And you say, how the I ain't never seen it. You can't find a local on the damn TV screen. These same faces, I just seen the video today. I don't know if that was Eddie Griffin showing the shit or somebody, but it was showing the same people that was dressed like, it was almost like Where's Waldo, finding motherfuckers that was dressed literally alike with the same mannerisms. It's like they fucking trained like some MK Ultra shit, and they bring these same 200 people to sit behind them everywhere they fucking go. And then if you're not paying attention, you won't realize these are the same damn faces over and over. They're not letting the real image of the people that's out there show. Just like town hall meetings, right? You ain't never seen a fucking town hall meeting, televised town hall meeting with real questions. These is all fucking questions that they done put on about softball questions that you can easily bang that shit out of a park. They're not gonna ask you no tough shit that we the people gotta concern about. So once again, corporations is what run America, bro. Ain't no president run America. And I was disappointed because I thought that Trump was just gonna break the protocol. Like even still, it's still hope. He got 2.5 years, 3.5 years left. But I've seen pretty much enough to know I'm almost of the belief that that shot, I don't believe that was fate. At first I thought it was fate when he posted almost got assassinated. I don't believe that was fate. I believe it was intended to be a warning shot. It was intended to, hey, listen, you in there, we're gonna let you in there, but next time that shit ain't gonna miss. And that shit, Trump is the best. And so that warning shot, it was, hey, stay in line. No, let me talk to my brother real quick. Flight Boy 23. You say Trump is the best, and I think he's the best talker ever. He's his if anybody is a rookie politician, even if you're an active politician, you look at his first Republican primary debate, bitch, that shit is a master class. He fucking shows you how to use. First of all, one thing about a lot of politicians, they got talking points. They keep looking down at their paper. Trump was the only person I ever seen that knew exactly what the fuck he wanted to say. Like how right now I ain't got no script. I know exactly what I want to say. He might even go off script. That's what people found genuine. A person like myself, I was like, damn, he was a person that loved it's almost like he had a game plan that he studied for 10 years before he decided to be president. He been thinking about the shit for the longest, but he didn't have it reveal himself. And then when he came, he already knew what his policies was. I don't need nobody to brief me and say, hey, this is what you need to say. No. And the rest of everybody, I'm talking about the first primaries before he became president the first time. Y'all go back and look at that. Everybody had Jeb Bush almost pegged to be the next president. Look at it up. Everybody pegged him like, oh, he's going to be the next president. And I was hoping against that shit because it was like one of the worst fucking governors. So I was like, oh my God, not another goddamn Bush. This Bush dynasty shit is just. And Trump he did what nobody had the balls to do. Not only did he go after Jeb, he clowned them. He said, oh, you're a loser. This, that. He went to reverting back to name calling and sophistication. It's a master class, bro, because You gotta take the gloves off and sometimes just say, hey, you're an asshole. Cause that's how we talk in real life. People, we always trying to be politically correct in front of the camera. Man, motherfuckers, when that camera is off, you catch a hot mic, motherfuckers talk like this. So I'm gonna tell the people how we talk in bars and in water coolers and fountains, and he brought that to the public eye while having his points down to a fact of knowing what he wanted to say. He didn't change up his opinion because it didn't sway with the crowd. It was more so you get on board with how I'm feeling. I ain't got to get on board and try to adjust. Every other politician, they try to work the crowd and see what the crowd's saying. So that's what Trump brought. He brought in a master class of you get in. But since then, and this is gonna rub y'all Trumpers the wrong way, but I voted for Trump, so I feel I got the right to say it. I believe since that warning shot, and that's what I call it, a warning shot. That warning shot was like, bitch, I got kids. I ain't ready to die yet. I know I'm old, bitch. Hey, man, fuck this shit. What y'all said y'all wanted to do? That's what I believe it was, because to me, he getting pumped, bro. I don't know. I'm like the black Trump. I'm gonna say what's on my mind. He's getting pumped. He's getting pumped. Fucking when Netanyahu, and you can see how Trump was mad. He's like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, you said they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Now I need you to follow that up with a sanction. I need you to follow it up and say no, just the same way you told Ukraine. And that was a master deal. I like the new deal where he say, okay, if Ukraine, if we send you more money, let Europe pay for that shit. Bitch, we got a whole ocean separating us. This is common sense. This is what no president ever said, that we all knew, but no president never said it. It's common sense. It's not my problem. Fucking Russia ain't my problem. That's y'all motherfucking problem. So you want to fucking get these weapons, you're going to pay for the shit. The only thing is, us Americans, we get so caught up in trying to save America money, not knowing the money ain't going to make it its way to us. That's the fucked up part that aggravates you with all of this shit is, we voted to say, you know what, man, we believe we need government efficiency and we need to save money and this and that and that and this. But what's the point of saving money if none of this shit come back to we the people? Tell me. So you niggas can get rich and your families get rich? Fuck that shit, bitch. I'd rather the shit get blown then, nigga. This shit ain't making it to my pocket. And then I love listening to conservative AM radio, right? Oh, that's my shit. I can listen to AM radio all fucking day. And I'm listening to these conservative things, and I was listening to a conservative AM radio station, and they was talking about how Nancy Pelosi is the one who introduced the stimulus checks. But Trump was smart enough to sign. He literally, mind you, he didn't even put the Federal Reserve. That's usually who the one writing notes and shit. He made sure it said Donald J. Trump because he's a marketer. He said, I'm going to make this like it's my shit. And it wasn't even his idea. And the crazy part is that's a big reason why I voted for him. Because I was like, man, Trump looked out for us and shit. Bitch, you took credit for somebody else shit. So it's like at this point now you're looking like a con artist, bro. I'm just being honest. It's like, goddamn, bro. Not only you con me, you con your base. You con your base, and then you give your base empty gestures. Empty gestures. Like you try to feed into like the simple-minded rednecks. You got intelligent rednecks, and then you got simple-minded rednecks. Simple-minded redneck, you go ahead and say, I want to name this shit after a Confederate. He said, oh yeah, he's doing his job. Meanwhile, this motherfucker just took your grandma Medicaid. Fuck you mean? So you happy you got a fucking base named after Confederate bitch that he don't even know exists? So like that's an empty gesture. Oh, I'm gonna show you a 3D picture of Obama going to jail. That shit empty gesture. So fucking what? So it's like that's the playbook. Say something racist to try to the horn in, wave in everybody, and then try to dismiss everybody and say, oh man, they're weaklings, or they're far left, or they're troublemakers, or this, that, and the third. When the reality of it is, bro, you selling us out, bro, and we seeing the shit, bro. And the shit, it sucks because you made the original, we're going back to the first term. The original term, you said drain in the swamp. And now you got everybody in the swamp eating with you. And it's like, cuz, come on, bro. Like, damn, bro. Like, we watch your money play. Anybody that know politics, I'm not even going to say certain things what Trump did to make himself personal money. I ain't even heard Candace Owens or Tucker Carlson say these points. So I'm not going to be the one to reveal it either. I do know how to hold my tongue a little bit. But I seen a play he did that got him super fucking rich. Jesus Christ, he did a mean ass play. It was like a hood scheme. And I ignored the shit. Cause I said, mind you, this is his first term that he did this. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna ignore that shit because bitch, I was up. I was up. Not knowing, bitch, this not even your idea to write the stimulus check. Not knowing that the economy was already trending up. But now that you look at how shit is trending down, bro, you can only take credit for so fucking long. Just like with the little mishap with saying, oh, we need to fire Jerome Powell, and you the motherfucker hired the motherfucker. Come on, bro. Like, that playbook of blaming the other side is getting old now. Now we need you to pick this shit up and show your real leadership. Because right now it's easy. It's like Steve Kerr. To me, Trump is like Steve Kerr. Fucking Mark Jackson built the fucking team. Steve Kerr get the fucking credit. Fucking at some point, nigga, I need you to show me you know how to architect some shit and make some money rather than lose some fucking money. Cause you been fucking the money up real fucking bad, bro. And it's like, goddamn, cousin, like, and that's what I think everybody bottom line is. Everybody bottom line is money. If we all eating, bitch, we don't give a fuck what personal wealth you amass, nigga. That's your business. But if, bitch, we all going pro and you just getting richer and richer and richer and your family getting richer and richer and richer, this shit is like, goddamn, bro, you one of them. That's why right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. My American pride is invested in my memories as a personal person, meaning the parties I done went to, the women I dated, the schools I attended, the times I've never been out of America. I've always tell people I have no interest in going out of America. These 48 states give me enough excitement that I could give a fuck about what the rest of the world got to offer. I've always felt that way. I never believe in dual citizenship. That shit is stupid as fuck. How you claim you a patriot, but you spending all your money? That once again, I always like to liken these references to women. You as a father figure, who not a father, your father and a husband, but yet your money go to another a woman household. Your side, this is like my daddy. Basically, America is my fucking daddy. You taking care of these side bitches while we over here eating bologna S-bar sandwiches and shit. Come on, cuz. Stop tricking off. Put your dick in your pants. Come home at night and put your money back in your house. That's the same fucking shit, bitch. Like, put your money back into this country, dog. Don't fucking go spend your money overseas and then tell me about motherfucking goddamn you a patriot, bitch. Come on. So, like, I'm a real patriot, but I'm gonna tell you, I had to say that point to say my fucking patriotism is at an all-time fucking low. I have no fucking hope in the next election because it don't matter who the fuck come up for president, bro. It's one of them. It's one of them. Whatever new name, old name they fucking give us, is one of them than anywhere else outside America. And that show you, listen, I'm going to tell you, right? You know why you should feel more, and I'm gonna reimburse what you said real quick, or re-endorse what you said. You said, I feel more comfortable in America than anywhere else outside of America. If it was 10 guys on this side and 10 guys on that side, and 10 guys on this side all got assault rifles, and them 10 guys on the other side all got fucking slingshots, of course you're gonna feel more comfortable. Bitch, we got the most powerful army, the most spying country. Bitch, we everywhere in the fucking world, nigga. Of course to feel comfortable. Nigga, like, nigga, we put trillions of fucking dollars into fucking running the fucking world. Think about it, brother. Half of the part. Oh shit, be like, I'm trying to see what it say. Yeah, so, bro, the thing is, bro, you're supposed to feel that way because literally, bro, when another country trying to come up, we can go fuck their whole fucking shit up. Cause some confusion, nigga. We can goddamn start coups, nigga. We don't sponsor coups. I don't know how much of your time you spend in learning about the fucking history of the world, but that's all I spend my life doing, nigga. Like, I've never got out of school. Even when I graduated, my education never stopped. Bro, we behind so many wars and conflicts in countries, bro, to keep them internally fucked up that, nigga, you supposed to want to be with the winner. We the winners, collectively. But we the same motherfucking richest country that got all these poor motherfuckers sleeping on the sidewalk, that got our veterans that went over there and fought without knowing what the hell they were fighting behind, that's out here fucking out of their mind on drugs and shit. You feel me? We that country. Don't you ever forget that. We that country that got a military complex to put all this money into the military, but we don't put money into the actual human beings. See, military is comprised of actual human beings, not no fucking robots. That be AI and all that shit. Real human beings that come back fucked up. Is my dad my dad, my little brother dad was a fucking vet that used to abuse me because he got PTS fucking D. I just had a long conversation with my little brother about that shit yesterday. I said, bro, if I ain't love you so much, I would have whacked your dad a long fucking time ago. It reminded me of fucking Jason's lyric with Forrest Whitaker. The bitch was kicking the mama ass and shit because he had this fucking PTSD. You feel me? And so fucking like we send motherfuckers over there. We tell them to kill kids. We tell them to do all this motherfucking shit. And then I remember like even talking to some of my old military buddies and shit, and these motherfucking would talk about in Iraq. They used to watch the mountain lions come down, and the mountain lions that have fucking arms in their fucking mouth and shit. You feel me? Like from niggas that stepped on IEDs and shit. So it's like I was like, God damn, imagine getting used to that shit. Seeing fucking your homeboy was your homeboy yesterday, now he fucking mountain lion food the next day. Bitch, that shit'll fuck any motherfucker brain up. So, but yet we don't invest in they well-being. We say bring the next batch of fucking 17-year-old poor bastards in a small town trying to get out. That's what we do. And so fucking this shit is all shit show at this point. It's a shit show, and of course you'd rather be in America just like me because bitch, well, first of all, I'm gonna just be honest. If whatever country, if let's just say there's such thing as reincarnation, whatever country God reincarnate me, that's where my loyalty lies. If I had been from another place, nigga, I can't imagine myself trying to escape to motherfucking move to America for a so-called better life. I would have just stuck it out and motherfucking stay where the fuck I'm at and make it better. But like I say, my opinion is like the same thing with the ghetto. Everybody done spent their whole life trying to get out the ghetto. Now, for the last 15 years, what's been happening to the ghetto from New York to South Florida? Gentrification. And then they see the white people move in. And this is what I be explaining to my parents, and I explain to older black people because I like to make friends with older black people that's my parents' age. Black people have been on their house for 30 fucking years. I'm talking about the owners, the few black owners there is, the owners. They'll own their shit for 30 years and won't put a dollar into their house. They won't put a fucking dollar into their shit. They'll let that shit get dilapidated and fucked up, and then they gotta sell the bitch for cheap because they never put back into it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you did what I'm saying? And versus, soon as the white guy get it, bitch, you fucking, I'm tearing these floors up, I'm redoing the floors, I'm doing the cabinets, this and that. And now the fucking house looking like, oh shit, you can't even recognize it when you pass. And now all of a sudden, the neighborhood starts to change. And now all of a sudden, you realize ghetto is a frame of mind. It's a frame of mind. The motherfucker, like, you know my biggest pet peeve since I was a kid up until now? I hate when a bitch litter in their own neighborhood, especially in front of my shit, now that I'm a homeowner. But I always hated, even at my mama's house back in the day, because I remember seeing condoms. Like, bitch, that's so disrespectful. But condoms, but you'll see, you know, weed bags and shit, on the empty weed bags and shit. So back in the day, you see needles and shit. So it's like, it's so, you know, counterintuitive if you trying to make, and it go back to my sister. I told my sister one time, she would talk about getting a nicer apartment. And I explained to her, baby girl, when you first got your apartment, this shit was beautiful. You fucked this shit up. Now you talking about you want to move to a better, you fuck this shit. You're the reason all these roaches in this bitch. You the reason holes in the wall. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, I seen a girl on the news complaining, talk about she got mold. I'm like, bitch, you got mold because you ain't scrubbed the goddamn bathtub. Bitch, you better go get you some CLR and scrub that shit. So, it's, you know, we fuck up our neighborhoods, and then we try to flee to a better one. When the truth be told, we was already in a great spot. Same thing with America. Not just America, same thing with all the other countries around the world that's not America. You already in a great spot. Make your shit better. And I'll say this. Yeah, you feel me? Like, tell her clean that goddamn part and say moving to America will get you a better life. For the most part, that's true. Then they say moving to America will get... But let me ask you, guy, what do you call a better life? What do you define as a better life? Define what better life means. Because I just was watching Eddie Griffin talk about he went to Mexico and he had real fucking food. No GMOs in his food. Ain't that a better life? Don't it start with gut health? Gut health is very important. You are what you eat. Literally, you can fucking eat a hamburger and feel depressed right after that motherfucker. You going off of how this animal felt. Like, a lot of people don't know how slaughterhouses work. Slaughterhouses, a lot of times, like, to fucking get the animals hyped up. Now this is the old tactic before they was injecting them with testosterone. They get the animal hyped up because this pump a lot of testosterone in the motherfucker. I'm gonna cut your fucking neck and let you be all hyped. Imagine having to eat a motherfucker that had a horrible death. I'd rather you kill this bitch in his sleep. But you done gave this bitch a nightmare before he died. Now I gotta fucking have these bad dreams. And where the fuck these bad dreams come from? You are what you eat. This is when you eating animals, and I'm a carnivore. So it's like, even with the plants, bitch, you putting all this poison and fucking chemtrails and all this other shit, and this shit dropping on the damn plants and the vegetables. So even if you want to be a vegetarian, you still gotta fucking take in some kind of herbicide or pesticide. So it's like, you know, you gotta explain to me, what does a better life incorporate? Because to me, a better life is, you know, not having the stress of, damn, I gotta go to work tomorrow. You can actually take a day off without a bitch down your throat, or you lost your job, or this and that. You're not feeling obligated to work. Meaning that you work, but you're not obligated. You did. Like I used to think, I never got into a homeless mindset or a losing mindset. But I used to say, look at the freedom these people that sleep on the sidewalk got. They wake up. These bitches that live in tent camps, they still fucking bitches. No matter how ragged the pussy is, they still getting pussy. They get free food all the damn time, because people like myself, I was a homeless teenager. This shit touches my heart whenever I see a homeless person. I don't give them no money. I don't give nobody no fucking money. But I will give you the clothes, the literal clothes off my back. I will give you food whenever I got it. I could have just bought a meal for myself and say, fuck it, here you go. Because I honestly am a believer. That's how I get my blessings. I believe in good karma. There's such thing as good karma. Just like we got bad karma, there's good karma. God will almost reward you instantaneously after you do a great act. And even if he don't reward you instantaneously, that goal is lined up to come about at some point. So I believe that. But with that said, though, these people, for the most part, they live with no restrictions. They wake up when they want to wake up, go to sleep when they want to go to sleep. They ain't got nobody saying you finna get kicked out if you don't pay your bill, your rent, your this, that. They don't got no mortgage. They don't got no property tax. They don't live with the stress that everybody who's trying to live a quote-unquote normal life carry. So I say, what's defined as having it better? You dig? And then if we was to lastly put it on, because I'm about to wrap this shit up. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. All in all, man, I just want to let everybody know, man, keep your faith. Keep just know that, as far as my opinion on this voting shit, I don't know what things are going in the future. I just know that it's not trending good, and I don't know how we can eradicate these negative things unless we get corporations out of politics. We gotta get it back to where humans, not LLCs, but actual humans. And I never really got into all defining all that. I'm glad I didn't go down that for a rabbit hole. But humans get to only participate in politics, not corporations. You allow corporations that muddy the waters, because we can't compete with no corporation money. And then we got to get some understanding, meaning that I will hope that one day we can have a politician that'll unveil the mask and say, you know what? Israel running this shit. Just call this shit out. Israel running this shit. I need a famous motherfuckers lose they fuck. I need a sacrificial lamb. Just come out, cause your career is over once you if you running shit, and say, like, you notice, like, all the talk show hosts and all the motherfuckers and this and that, everybody who speak freely, like the Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, they do it on their podcast, cause they ain't gotta worry about getting fired no more. If they would have said that on they former employee shit, they would have been fired for that exact reason. So what I'm saying is, we need a sacrificial lamb in power. Let's just say a LeBron James real quick. We need a LeBron, and I'm not asking LeBron, live your life, my brother, but I'm just saying, if a LeBron James was to say, you know what, I got $1 billion. I came from nothing. You know what? Fuck this shit. Israel running this shit. Bitch, this ain't no country. Bitch, this is a company ran by Israel. And then we get to see the demise of him. Not in a literal form, but we get to see how media and every fucking thing turns against this nigga just to exhibit who's really running the shit. We get to see all him lose all his endorsements over fucking night. His bank account get swiped like fucking they stole Kanye fucking money. And then we'll be saying, oh shit. And you know the fucked up part, even still that won't change shit because he's just one man. He's one very powerful man, but he's still one man. Now if we get 100 men that of that magnitude doing that, we get the Elon Musk of the world doing that shit, and everybody else, Trump and everybody else at one time, then we can overthrow that shit. But you can't overthrow a motherfucker one person at a time. They just to pick you off one by one. You feel me? That's all they gonna do, divide and conquer. So with that said, as you going, hey, listen, I'm going live every day now, bro. That's gonna be the thing, brother. Like I'm gonna really, and then in the future, bro, I'm gonna have a real backdrop with a microphone and a desk and this and that. Right now, I just refuse to spend any more money in my present town because I'm feeling cheated, and I need to, I want to start having revenue. And so, and I don't make no money doing this YouTube shit. I never even like tried to make my shit sponsorship. I think I got enough followers or some shit. I might not. I don't know how that what's the name, but I haven't made no money off of this shit yet. So it's like in the real world, I gotta make sure I'm having some revenue coming in. So that's why I ain't put the little what's the name together, because I got enough money to put it together, but I refuse to. I'm gonna just put it like this. I always had a saying back in the days that I don't shop where I'm not welcome. I refuse to go spend my money where I can't make money. And that's the same thing with the town, where if I'm not given opportunity to make money, then I'm not putting no fucking more money than I've already invested. At some point, they're gonna have to come and show they appreciation and give me opportunity. And so until I get that, nigga, I'ma just have this same setup and do my thing the way I'm doing it. And that's what it is, man. Hey, y'all stay up. God bless 1K type shit. That part.